here's something. Here's a novel idea we should try in Illinois. When we vote, let's all of us put an ink stamp on our fingers and see how many dead people don't vote and see how many people don't double vote. Because let's look at it. Brady lost by 20,000 votes out of, 3.5 million? That's such a small percentage. Give me five, that's a small percentage. You can gerrymander and cheat 20,000 votes out of 3.5 million and nobody would know it.
You think so? Are you suggesting that there was vote fraud?
In Chicago?
Yeah. How would you do that? I mean, no, seriously.
I start every conversation with people across the nation with, I'm sorry, I'm from Chicago. And I say, you think Louisiana's got the big easy. You guys don't know nothing from nothing. Here in Chicago, we invent new ways to politically gerrymander and take elections. So don't even talk to me about what do you think it was.
No, I don't know. I've worked polling places. I've been in polling places. It's really hard to steal votes.
Come on down to the 8th District in Elgin City and then find out how many people get shooed away because they're at the wrong voting booth.
All right,
well, know what the next voting booth looks like because
you get a state senator.
They're from somewhere else. And, you only need a couple, you only need a handful of people going voting 5 times and you got 20,000 votes.
Yeah, no, I understand that. That is the mystery to me, though, about the Kirk and the thing, and I think what Paul said makes a lot of sense. We are a moderate state.
We are.
Kirk winning, I thought Brady had it.
Yeah, I was shocked. Hey,
let me also look at the electronic voting. Kane County, the election before we had the electronic voting, we had pretty much a very center-right county. The minute the electronic voting went in, suddenly we turned into a bunch of Democrats in one voting cycle. Come on, please.
Yeah, I get. Well, the good news. I called you Phil. I'm sorry, it's Todd, right? I'm sorry, I called you the wrong name. But it's interesting when you look at the map and everything around Illinois is red now. Michigan, red. Minnesota, red. Wisconsin, red. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I don't call it funny. I call it Thanksgiving.
Well, again, I'm actually surprised because I don't believe that Illinois is a state Democratic state. I just don't.
It's when we had Commissioner Schneider on, and he informed us that Cook County was the 19th largest legislative entity in the United States. Well, you know what? Illinois is not a Democratic state, but due to the population and the density of Cook County and Chicago, they dictate for the rest of the state what's going to happen.
Well, Quinn won 3 counties out of 102.
Yeah. Right. Let me ask this question, and I don't know the answer to it. Maybe Todd, you do. In the state of Illinois, in our legislature, are all of the Senate and representative seats, are they districted by geography or by population?
They are done by population and by committee. So the U.S. representatives...
No, not the U.S. I'm talking about the state. I'm talking about the state rep.
I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
The U.S. rep was set up by committee of Republicans and Democrats. The state legislative districts were set up by the Democrats because that's the way the law is set up in the state of Illinois. So it's no shock that, a Rauschenberger lost by a couple votes, and a Munson lost, and all these other people lost, but yet all the, Randy Holker and Ross, all these other guys won, and pretty handily. But yet we can't seem to win the state seats. That's a little odd.
Well, what's your theory? What's your opinion on that?
Well, they're gerrymandered so that they know where their population bases sit, so they can absolutely make sure they control.
I'm shocked by Rauschenberger.
Yeah, it's almost, to me, it's like I sit there and I scratch my head and I say, okay, why don't we have 2 state senators from every county, and then the House of Representatives is based upon population? That would at least give Illinois balance, because the counties you'd probably end up with more Republicans than Democrats in the Illinois House. But since it's all basically done by, if what you're telling me is right, by population, where's the majority of those senators, the majority of those House of Reps, the Illinois reps and Illinois senators coming from? Well, they're coming from the densely populated area. So once again, basically, they're disenfranchised. The U.S. government, Montana, only has 800,000 people. I don't know how many members they have in the House of Rep, maybe 2, but they've got 2 senators, just like Illinois, just like New York, just like Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but that's done. That was done because Rhode Island and the smaller states thought that they were getting wrapped.
But it was also done because the agricultural communities were going to get less representation than the industrialized urban areas, and that's basically what's going on in Illinois. Maybe that's where we need to strike the balance to get Illinois straight.
You have to change the Constitution.
Well, we have state reps and we have state senators, and so the same applies. But I think we have too many state senators wandering around.
I agree with that.
That don't represent us very well.
Okay.
We have a lot of non-representing representatives. I mean, let's face it.
Hey, Todd.
You're going to get tax increase like you can't believe, and that was a mandate by beating his opponent by less than 0.5%. But it's a mandate. Come on.
Hey, Todd, we got to cut you loose. We appreciate you calling in, but I think two people have hung up on us already. But we do enjoy you calling in. Thanks very much.
Very good. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Take care.